we're just gonna use a little part tool grease on there. I like to put the tool in there and I'll hold the derailleur with my tool. And then I can go ahead and paint the threads and only the threads, so I don't need to get a lot of excess. Then we can go ahead and spin it so I can get the other side. So now we got grease on those threads and it's all ready for that new dropout on that frame. The important thing is to make sure you position this correctly, because this is on a pivot, and then on the inside there's a little metal ledge and there's a ledge here, so those two ledges have to meet on each other. It's gonna sit down on it. This is threading in. This is our little metal ledge right here. That guy needs to sit on this guy right here. So if you see it down below or it's stuck way up here, it's in the incorrect position. It's got to sit right there. So what that's going to look like, let's see. So right about there, that'd be incorrect. So I got to come up higher, 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 higher. Boom, right about there. So right about that angle is going to be a good angle. So this is what we're looking at right here. So this ledge right here of the derailleur sits on the ledge of our dropout. So you don't want that angle. You want to come down, boom, meets right there. And then just make sure you're coming in nice and straight. Be very gentle with this. I am using a tool, but I'm being very gentle, trying to catch that first thread. You'll know once it gets in there. You're just gonna have to angle this until you come in straight. And what looks straight to you may look crooked to others, so you might have to get a different eyeball. So there we go. So now I'm going to keep it slightly loose, and as I release, boom, boom, meets right there. The derailleur stops there. It's stuck, it's hitting ledge to ledge, which is good. If this drops down further, then I know I missed it, or you wouldn't be able to tighten this up all the way. There'd be a huge gap between your dropout and your derailleur. So when in doubt, make sure you take a look at the other side. That's exactly what we want. So once we establish that, then we can go ahead and tighten. But as I tighten, this guy wanted to move up a little bit, so I'm going to loosen, put a little pressure downward, and then go ahead and tighten, and then we're good to go. And while you're here, you can go ahead and make sure your dropout is tight to your frame. So your bolts are either sitting on the inside or they're sitting on the outside. Those two should have Loctite as well, but it's okay to see if they're snug. So that's this black portion's our dropout. That's a softer metal, so if we do crash, we hit this derailleur, hopefully that softer replaceable metal will bend. If we could always straighten it up or replace it if need be, rather than actually breaking a portion of the frame. So we're going to make sure our derailleur hanger is tight. It's actually using one bolt on this one, so I'm just going to snug it up just a tad, so that feels pretty good. Having a loose bolt here is going to make your hanger loose, which is going to make your derailleur loose and can jiggle around, and that could contribute to bad shifting. So stuff we usually take for granted, always double check.